Bundesliga Bayern Munich vs Borussia Dortmund prediction, team news, lineups preview. Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund meet at the Allianz Arena for the 135th edition of Der Klassiker on Saturday night. Both sides are likely to have one eye on the upcoming Champions League quarter-finals in just over a week's time, but the two still have something to play for domestically. Match preview. Hopes of a 12th straight Bundesliga title for Bayern are quickly dwindling, despite winning their last two games by a combined 10-goal margin. Bayer Leverkusen's incessant ability to keep winning means the gap is still 10 points between the league leaders and the reigning champions. With 60 points, only Dortmund in 2018-19 have ever had more at this stage of a Bundesliga season and not been top of the table, which illustrates just how incredible Leverkusen's season has been. In what could be Bayern's trickiest league game remaining, they must ensure the gap does not stretch to 13 points this week, as that would surely put an end to the title race once and for all. Bayern do have a phenomenal record against Dortmund though, as Thomas Tuchel led his side to a 4-0 win over his former club at Signal Iduna Park earlier this season. That extended a run of 16 wins in 20 meetings against Dortmund, scoring an astonishing 60 goals in the process. More goals could be in store this weekend too, as Bayern have managed 78 in 26 games so far, averaging 3 per game, largely thanks to Harry Kane's tally of 31. While Bayern are 10 points adrift of Leverkusen, Dortmund find themselves a further 10 points behind their upcoming opponents, as their Champions League run is the only thing keeping the heat off manager Edin Terzic. Given the form of Stuttgart and RB Leipzig, Champions League qualification is still far from assured for next season either, with Die Roten Bullen just 1 point behind heading into the weekend. With a much tougher run of games on paper, Dortmund's slender lead in fourth could be under threat this weekend, and they could drop out of the top four before they even play, with Leipzig featuring in the earlier kickoffs on Saturday. Despite that intense pressure from Leipzig below them, Terzic's men have responded well with 4 straight wins, and taking anything from a fixture where they have struggled so much in the past decade would be a huge bonus. Team news. Kane has been back in Bayern training despite leaving the England camp early with a minor injury at the weekend, and Tuchel has revealed he will be available. Aleksandar Pavlovic is also back on the training pitch after recovering from tonsillitis during the break. But Tuchel will be without him and Manuel Neuer, with next week being targeted for a return. Sacha Boey is set for an extended spell on the sidelines with a hamstring tear, leaving Bayern with a possible crisis at right back as Noussair Mazraoui is still out. There are also concerns about the fitness of Rafael Guerreiro after he did not travel with Portugal and has been training alone this week, but Kingsley Coman is back after an extended period out. After featuring for Austria during the break, Marcel Sabitzer will serve the rest of his club suspension here, missing the chance to face his former side. Rami Bensebaini lasted just 18 minutes for Algeria before being forced off against Bolivia last week. And his season appears to be over, as he is set to join goalkeeper Gregor Kobel on the sidelines. Julian Ryerson will return though, as he recovered from illness to play for Norway in their second fixture during the internationals. Sebastian Haller and Felix Meka are both available to Terzic again in attack, and Jadon Sancho will also feature after getting plenty of training under his belt during the break. Bayern Munich possible starting lineup: Ulrich, Kimmich, Dier, De Ligt, Davies, Laimer, Goretzka, Sane, Müller, Musiala, Kane. Borussia Dortmund possible starting lineup: Kobel, Ryerson, Hummels, Schlotterbeck, Maatsen, Ozkan, Kahn, Brandt, Sancho, Füllkrug, Malen. We say, Bayern Munich 3-1 Borussia Dortmund. With Bayern's horrific run of form in February now seemingly behind them, they will be expected to keep the title race going just a little bit longer with another win against opponents they so often get the better of. Dortmund have only lost one of their last 16 away Bundesliga games, but their inability to show up in this fixture in recent years, especially at the Allianz, could be costly again. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.